Hello students, good morning. Welcome to my lecture for class 12 science subject chemistry, Maharashtra State Board new syllabus 2020. In the previous lectures we have studied about physical properties of first transition series. In that we have studied about melting point, atomic and ionic radii and ionization enthalpy. Now today we are going to study next property, that is metallic character. Okay, let us start. Now you know that transition elements are metals. Why? Because they have metallic bond. Generally you know that metallic bond always present in metals, and already we have studied about metallic bond in chapter number 1, solid state. You know that metallic bond means what? The force of attraction between metal ion, that is also called as cation, and mobile electron is called as what? Metallic bond. Now you know that transition elements have low ionization enthalpy. Low ionization enthalpy means they possess very less amount of they require very less amount of energy to remove the most loosely bound electron from an isolated gaseous atom. And you know that metal have tendency to lose electrons. So that is what low ionization enthalpy is also responsible. Now next is what? Vacant d orbital. Vacant d orbital. You know that transition elements also contain vacant d orbital. We will consider one example. Say scandium. Scandium have atomic number 21. Its electronic configuration can be written as argon, whose atomic number is 18, and here you get 3d1 4s2. You know that if I consider 3s2, because in third shell there are 3 subshells SPD. 3s2 means here you get 3p6, means here you get 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now come to D. D have what? 5 orbitals, 1 2 3 4 5. It contains only one orbital. Sorry, it contains only one electron, so I put this electron here. Now see, these are called as what? Vacant d orbital. Vacant d orbitals. And this is what? Unpaired electron. So because of this vacant d orbital, they are able to form metallic bonds, and so they show what? Metallic characters. If you consider Fe, Z is equal to what? 26. Here you get argon and 3d6 4s2. For this again 3s2 1 2 3 4 5 6 3p6, and here how to fill this is very important. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. It is 3d6. It contains unpaired electrons. See, You know that metal have tendency to lose electrons, and see therefore they have what vacant orbitals, and vacant orbitals and low ionization enthalpy are responsible for the metallic character of transition elements. Similarly here, unpaired electrons also responsible for the metallic character. How? Because they can form bond with other elements, and see these they have what hard nature, which indicates formation of covalent bond, and this formation of covalent bond is related with what? These unpaired electrons. As the number of unpaired electrons increases, the strength of the bond also increases. I hope you understood all these characters. One more thing I have to explain. Now one more point we have to discuss. All transition metals have HCP, that is hexagonal close pack, then CCP, that is cubic close pack, and BCC, that is body center cubic. This type of lattice structures, which are the characteristic of true metals. Remember this. Transition metals have hexagonal close pack structure, or cubic close pack structure, or body center cubic structure. These are the characteristic of true metals. I hope you understood all these points related with what? Metallic characters. Now next property, that is magnetic properties. This is very important property. You know that the compounds of transition metal exhibit magnetic properties due to what? Unpaired electrons present in the atom or ion. Now you know that there are 3 points. First one is paramagnetic substance, second point is diamagnetic substance, and third one is ferromagnetic substance. This is what? Substance. This is magnet. North pole, south pole. When magnetic field is applied to the substance, and then if the substance attracted towards the magnet, A for attraction, then that substance is what? Paramagnetic substance. Paramagnetic substance. But if the substance is not attracted, means repel. R for repel, then that substance is called as what? Diamagnetic substance. diamagnetic substance. And if the substance is strongly attracted, then that substance is called as ferromagnetic substance. Here examples are Fe, Co and nickel. These are ferromagnetic substance from the first transition series. Now what is to see? Take example of scandium. Z is equal to what? 21. Argon 3d1 4s2. In this 3s2 that you know 3p6 and this is 2 3 4 5 3d1 means it contains only one unpaired electron. Due to this unpaired electron, it is what? Scandium is what? Paramagnetic substance. If you consider zinc, zinc is equal to what? Zinc atomic number 30. Here you get argon 3d10 4s2. Here again 3s2 1 2 3 3p6. Now see here how to fill. You remember to this 1 2 3 4 5. There are 10 electrons you have to fill. First you put 1 2 3 4 5. Again put 6 7 8 9 10. So all electrons they are what? Paired. So zinc contains paired electrons and therefore zinc is what? Diamagnetic substance. Now come to ferromagnetic substance. Here we consider example of what? Fe. Atomic number is 26. Here you have argon 3d8 3d6 4s2. Three s two 1 2 3 4 5 6. That is 3p6. It is 3d10. I have not written. Series 1 2 3 4 5. This is 1 2 3 4 5. What happens here? Again it is 6. So it contains 4 unpaired electrons. Means it contains maximum number of unpaired electrons and therefore they are ferromagnetic. This is about paramagnetic substance, diamagnetic substance and ferromagnetic substance. The property exhibited by paramagnetic substance is called as paramagnetism and the property exhibited by diamagnetic substance is called as diamagnetism, as well as the property exhibited by ferromagnetic substance is called ferromagnetism. Now we will proceed for next. You know that electrons they are randomly move from here and there, the electrons, and here this is the direction of what? Magnetic field. See, in ferromagnetic substance, like Fe, iron, cobalt and nickel, what happens? Electrons are randomly moved from one place to another. But when this magnetic field is applied to this electron, then the direction of the electrons and the direction of magnetic field both are what? Same. Or direction of electrons towards the magnetic field. That time this is called as what? The magnetic susceptibility is enhanced. Magnetic susceptibility is increased. It is also called as what? Enhanced. When the direction of electron and direction of magnetic field, they are same, means they are aligned in this manner. When magnetic field is applied, it is about what? Ferromagnetic substance, and therefore they can be permanently magnetized. Now we'll study magnetic moment, because the unpaired electrons present in the transition elements exhibit magnetic. Each unpaired electron gives rise to magnetic moment. Due to spin angular momentum and orbital angular momentum. But for first transition series elements, we do not consider orbital angular momentum in order to find out magnetic moment. So we have formula. This is called mu. Mu means what? That is that is what? Magnetic moment. Is equal to square root of n plus 2, and here unit is what? Bm, that is Bohr magneton. Here, see, you remember this is what? Mu means what? Magnetic moment, and n is what? Number of unpaired electrons. Number of unpaired electrons present in an atom or an ion. Now this is called as what? Spin only formula, which is used to find out magnetic moment for the first transition series elements. Let us see some examples using this. If you take Fe, Z is equal to 26 Fe, argon 3d6 4s2. Here, if you consider this is 3s2, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 3p6, and is Cd. 1 2 3 4 5, and it is 6. It contains 4 unpaired electrons. 4 unpaired electrons. Then what will you get? See the formula. Nu is equal to 4 plus 2, means nu is equal to what? 4 into 6 is equal to what? 24. So the square root of this is found to be 4.90 Bohr magneton. This is the magnetic moment of Fe. We will take one more example. Take scandium. Z is equal to what? 21. Argon 3d1 4s2, means here unpaired electron is what? 3s2 3p6 1 2 3 4 5. It contains one unpaired electron. This one unpaired electron. So see the formula, mu is equal to n plus 2, means 1 plus 2. Here you get what? 3 means what? 1.73 Bohr magneton. So this is the magnetic moment of scandium. If we have scandium, we will take one more example. If you are asked to find magnetic moment of Fe plus 3, for that first we write down Fe Ar 3d 6 4s2, and for Fe charge is what? Plus 3. So we have this type of electronic configuration, 3d 5 and 4s2. So here number of unpaired electron is found to be what? 5, because 3d 5, and therefore mu is equal to what? 5. So you have to write down formula. Mu is equal to n plus 2. So you get 5 plus 2, and therefore 5 into 7 is equal to what? 35, and square root of 35 is what? 5.92. So this is the magnetic moment of Fe plus 3. So all about these magnetic properties, and you know that this formula is applicable only for first transition series elements. It is not applicable to second and third transition series element, because orbital angular momentum value is significant in second and third transition series. So thank you very much. I hope you understand.